Hey, what's up, everybody? So we're going to be doing some live real estate wholesaling cold calling. Have a few leads that I texted earlier. I'm going to follow up with, and a bunch of other ones to call. So hopefully we'll get some good ones. I know I've been dropping the ball a little bit lately. I know I said we do these weekly, but I dropped the ball and missed last week. So, but yeah, definitely want to get back to doing this weekly. Again, same time, same place. We're going to start doing Wednesdays at 6. So as always, if you guys have any questions in between me making calls, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll make sure to get to them. So let's see what we got here. All right, cool. So this guy, I texted him earlier. Just saw he texted me back. Said he has a property he wants to sell.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 21039333685 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Jose, this is Kylo giving you a call. I was just reaching back out about the ranch here in San Antonio. Give me a call back whenever you get a chance. My phone number is 210-667-0227. So it didn't answer, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot him a text as well. And get you an offer. I said, when's a good time to give you a call so I can ask you a couple of questions and get you an offer? Boom. I'm going to mark him as a follow-up in my calendar in case I don't hear from him. And in my CRM. Yeah. Cool. So on to the next one. Hey, what's up, David? Thanks for hopping on, bro. Looking forward to seeing you next week at our event. Christopher said, you ever thought about becoming a commercial real estate agent? I have not. I recently had Logan Fulmer on my podcast, though. So I highly recommend checking that one out. He's a killer in the commercial space. If you haven't checked that one out yet, I think you get a bunch of good takeaways. But I definitely would like to learn more about commercial down the road. All right, cool. Let's see who else we can call. And I have a whole nother list of 1,000 I'm going to text too. But I want to make sure I didn't miss any of these. All right, this guy said, investment property is for sale, 225 firm. Great property that stays rented. All right, so I'll pull it up. Zillow has it at 160. So this guy is smoking crack. Yeah, so my YouTube channel, if you type it in, it's just my name, Kylo. But yeah, it should be on there on the past lives as well. But if you listen to podcasts, we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts. And I think he's one of the first couple episodes. Yeah, the podcast, it's still that same live that we did, but it's broken down and like edited a bit, so it's a little easier to listen to. But you have to check it on YouTube too if you like YouTube better. All right, what else we got? All right, Victoria said, would you say you get at least one of every 100 you call, or what's an average ratio, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, you got to go through a lot of them. It's really just getting people on the phone. So it's tough. I mean, I made 500 calls the other day, and then I talked to a couple people, but none of them were interested. So it really depends on the list you're working, what kind of leads it is. On cold leads that you're just pulling off a list that didn't express interest, it's you got to go through a lot of them. Said, hi, we would sell at 269 cash deal, 10-day inspect, 30-day close, tenant in place, do not disturb, non-negotiable. I am a lifestyles member. I don't know what the fuck that means. Send contracts and I will sign. How much you want to bet this guy's overpriced? Overpriced. All right. I said, no. Too late sold, have it listed. Stop. Sold. People ask me about it, but I don't know I don't own anything. All right. You got 1 million, it's yours. I think that's probably the most common text back I get is $1 million in about 2 years. All right, cool. So that's most of the ones I missed. So I think we're good. This guy said 250, but usually when they just text you back at like a number right away, it's usually pretty high. Say like 9.9 times out of 10, they're overpriced. Yeah, 100K overpriced. Yeah, that's the one I read before. So cool. So that one, so I'm pretty sure I responded to all these. So I'm going to mark these off as red so we can go ahead and send some new ones. Yeah, how my CRM set up, I really like to keep it clean so I'm not like going through and missing a bunch. So before I send new ones, I want to make sure I already like cleared these out of my conversations tab. All right, mark is red. And boom. And all these other ones are old. Cool. So that is completely cleared and cleaned up. And boom. Yeah, so David asked what CRM do I use? So I actually use my own that we built. It is REI bot, but we are rebranding it to Investor Plug. So we have some new features we're rolling out and the branding looks a lot cooler. But yeah, if you ever want to check it out, just hit me up and we can do like a Zoom call. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was a real estate investing club. That's what Lifestyles is. All right. And I'm going to get that up, get this list ready real quick, and I'll go back through the questions. I think I already exported that list, but I have to double check. But yeah, if you guys are here in town or if you're close and or want to come to San Antonio next week, 17th, we're throwing an event. Badass lineup of investors. We're going to be downtown San Antonio, the Geekdom Event Center, 6 to 8 o'clock. Definitely recommend going. We got Mike Lannis, Mr. Hustle, talking about sub twos. We got Ashley Herrera, Matthew Teifke, and we also have Jeff Smith, who's a badass investor as well. So highly recommend coming here if you can. If you guys wanted to shoot me a message if you're interested, and I'll get you a promo code to get some discounted tickets. All right. So it is this list or that one? I named it too long, so gonna click it. Part 2. Cool. Download CSV. And we got a couple thousand here to run through. And I'll go back and answer all you guys' questions. Cool. So I'm gonna import it. And this list that we're about to hit up, this one is absentee owners here in like Northeast San Antonio. Bam. All right, cool. So I did that right. Import it, name it. Part 2. Boom. All right, nice. Let that upload. We'll do that. I will go ahead and answer your all's questions. Yeah, okay. Victoria asked you, call yourself an investor, disclose you're a wholesaler. So I say I'm a buyer. This investor kind of rubs them the wrong way. I think you're trying to make a bunch of money off them. I don't really mention I'm a wholesaler. If they ask, I say that is one of my exit strategies sometimes, but I do buy properties myself too, and do fix and flip. So I'm not being dishonest there. But yeah, I just say I'm a buyer. This wholesaling is just an exit strategy. Okay, we do have a call coming in. Let's see who this one is.
You have a new lead. Thank you.
Hi, this is Kai.
Yeah, my name is Jose Ortega. You sent me a text about you want some question about those 5 acres.
Yeah. You said you have a 5-acre ranch here in San Antonio?
Yeah, so it's on the east side on the by 1604 in East Houston.
Okay.
But it's a ranch.
It's a ranch.
I mean, it has a little creek with water all year long. It has a little lake. We can go fishing on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it's a ranch. A lot of people have you got utilities. The electricity is about maybe about I said about 100 feet away. But it ain't got no water.
Okay, no water.
If you build a house, you have to put a septic tank on it.
Okay, so no water, no septic.
It's in the bus house. You got no restrictions on it.
Oh, nice. Okay, no restrictions. And you said it does have electricity?
Yeah, it's about maybe 1,000 feet.
Awesome. Okay, so 1,000 feet, electricity.
Or maybe I know the people on the front, they got electricity. They got wells or they got water from the city.
Oh, okay.
I don't bother that. I had it for a long time, but I never go to the property. But I got nothing there to change the land.
Oh, okay, so there's no structures or anything?
No. The only thing, like I retired in November. I went there to see what's going on. So I had to go clean the easement so I can get to the 5 acres on it.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So perfect. And okay.
It's like somebody young that want to build a house or want to put some cattle, horses. They're the same thing and all that on it.
Okay. So yes, I think it just pulled up here. So there, you said there's an easement. There's no access to the road, just besides the easement.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there's easement. Okay. What made you decide to sell?
Okay. Really not for sale because I got 4 properties. But a lot of people call me about the other houses.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them the one I'm willing to sell is the 5 acres. Because the houses are rental properties, so I got good renters, but I don't want to sell those yet on it.
Yeah.
Because I just retired, so if I sell 5 acres, I'm good. If not, I'm good. Because right now the value went up on the property taxes to $164,000 on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they've been.
A lot of time when they building something like either by East 10 on a 1604. Also, they do something on East Central. I'm in the East Central School District.
Oh, okay.
The property value goes up on it.
Right. No, that makes sense.
So right now, the value is $164,000.
Okay, 164. And what price are you looking for on this one?
Okay.
So what kind of price are you looking for?
Well, I'm asking at least $150 for it.
150. Okay. So I think I have it up here. So let me do this.
I mean, you can sell it by an acre, or you can break it down, or can build a house. Like I tell people, depending how money they gotta. You come out. Depending how money you got, how much money you got to invest. So you can put a couple more homes, or you can build a big house and sell it with 5 acres. Depends on how much you want to do it. I got a couple of guys that called me and made me an offer, but they called me and they could have come out with an investor. And, hey, well, don't worry about it.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
I don't know. Maybe about 2 months.
Oh, okay. What kind of price did they come in at?
No, they got offered me the 150.
Oh, okay. You say you just.
I can do the 150. Just give me 3 weeks and this and that. Yeah, well, no problem. I'm not in a rush.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Then he called me about last week. He said, I know I couldn't come out with a Dexter because well, yeah, but Dexter, they want money right away, guys. They don't want to wait. They don't want to wait 6 months to a year to get the money back. They want to make like right away. You need to flip them around and make some profit and get the money back.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right, perfect.
Yeah. But I mean, you got money, you can invest it, and it can maybe like me when I bought it, I paid about 30, about 35, something like that. And right now the value every 2-3 years, the value goes $16,000.
Mm-hmm.
So right now the value is $164,000. I'll tell my wife, if we sell it for $150, I mean, you can put the money away. I'm retired, all my property houses they're paid for it, so.
Yeah.
But not, I mean, the value goes up every 2 years, so if we need it, well, we can sell it real quick, and the value goes up every couple of years.
Right. No, it definitely does. Yeah.
I know. Are you from San Antonio or are you from another town?
No, I'm in San Antonio. I'm actually not too far. I'm up in like northeast side, so I'm right off 1604.
Okay. Yeah, because it's just it's about 50 miles. I got a property,
Mm-hmm.
and I got this friend of mine, Lisa Hayward. He said all the properties I Hayward, they double the price of the value too on it. Or they double the price, or they I guess they raise their price on it.
Right.
So the guy said he had a lot, was like 1,000 by 1,000, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He bought it for 12,000, and they turned around and sold it for 69.
Oh wow.
But he was nothing was chance of land, they got there, but this guy he had a company truck. He got got 18-wheelers. He should want the parking space. He didn't want them by the water, electricity, or septic tank, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
He should want it for parking spaces. So he paid him, and then he leaves some of the parking space to somebody else. So he's making some money right away. So
nice. Yeah, that's a way.
he has about 6 trucks on it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, tractor trailers.
That's smart. That's a good play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they want the guys, I just paid them. In a few years, I get my money back. And it's already paid for it, so.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Somebody wants to lease it, it can lease it and pay more money.
Mm-hmm.
The more tenants you have, the more money you make.
Right. Oh, definitely. Well, yeah, it definitely sounds like a property I'd be interested in. So what we do here typically, so we purchase properties or land for cash. We'd pay all the closing costs. There'd be no real estate commissions or any hidden fees. And, the best part is we'd buy, completely as is, and then we'd close on your timeline. So whatever works best for you. So for an offer like that, what would be the best price you could do for an all cash offer? And we cover all the closing costs.
Well, that was my whole. I mean, I can get a 150.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, because of the property is at 164, you're making a $14,000 profit already.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much money. You're willing to make me an offer. But
fair enough. And so, are you flexible with that number at all?
To tell you, not really, because like I was telling you, I don't need to sell it right away.
Mm-hmm.
I can wait another year, 2 years, because I'm retired. I got my money for 401k, put them in the bank and all that, and I got everything paid for on it.
Right, that makes sense.
The only reason I'm willing to sell it is somebody come out to close to 150.
For sure.
Because I'm retired, so really, I got my Social Security check coming every month, and my wife is retired, so really, I'm not struggling. And I'm not desperate to sell it. In other words, on it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Somebody comes close to the 150. Well, I'm not selling that. I'll hold on to it.
Right. No.
I know that there is some subdivision right there by the 1604 and I-10 go to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be La Paloma 1 and 2, and until they're building La Paloma 3 or already built it.
Right.
I'll be there for a couple of years probably. And then I'm about maybe about 2-3 miles from them, from my stand in 1604.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I was hoping some of the guys that build those houses, they get close enough to buy those 5 acres. I mean, and they can build a couple of houses and at least 5 houses got 5 acres. I mean, depending how much they want to spend, like they say. So some young couple want to build a house on 5 acres. I know some guys that want to live out in the country, want to build a house for 200, 300,000 houses. But then they need the property first before you start building.
Right. No, that makes sense. Well, let me ask you this. So, now, so if we're able to come up to your asking price or maybe even a little bit higher, would you be comfortable giving us time, like to pay it off?
Yeah, no, I got no problem. I tell you, I'm not on a rush on it.
Yeah, I figured that's why I'd ask. So yeah, so in other situations like this, what we've done, we've had sellers that we worked with when they went pretty close to the assessed value. We're still able to get the deal done because they're able to give us time. So basically, how it worked is, we worked it out. So I have to get with the team first, but we worked it out. So we were able to get them a down payment. And then we were able to make equal monthly payments every month. Like we've done a similar one. They gave us 180 months, and we made them like an equal monthly payments like every month until it was paid off. And then at the end of the 18 months, 180 months, we paid it off. Would you be interested in exploring something like that?
No, cause I got a couple of guys that called me too. They want me like 40 or 50,000, and then I have to wait about a year, and they'll give me the rest of the money like a balloon payment.
Yeah.
Call it. They said, "No, you know what? We give about 40, 50,000, and give us a year, and the year you get your rest of the money." Yeah, but in the meantime, you're gonna try to sell it, or you can sell it 5 acres, or you can sell it by pieces, and you'll be making more money. But if you want to give me my 150, I mean, it is up to you. You want to hold on to for another year until the value goes up, or what do you want to do with it?
Yeah.
So, I prefer cash.
Yeah. All right. I hear you. So if you want to do cash, you have to come with a cash offer. The reason I ask is it'd be kind of similar, it sounds like, to what they offered you, but we'd be making you monthly payments in the meantime. So every month you just would be having to check it in your bank account. Then you'd avoid the tax hit as well. And then, if for some reason we did sell it before then, you'd have a lien on it. So we'd make sure you got paid off. And then usually we're able to overpay if we do it that way. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get with the team. I'm going to see what we can do for a cash offer. Do you want me to see what they can do for like like a terms like seller finance with a balloon type of thing too, or do you just want the cash offer?
I just want cash.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get with my team tonight. I'm going to send them over all the info, and then I should hear back from them by tomorrow as far as what we can do. And then if I have any questions in the meantime, I'll give you a call. Is this normally a good time of day to give you a call, or what time works best for you?
You can call me anytime. I'm retired.
Okay, perfect. Awesome, Jose. Well, hey, I appreciate you taking the call.
You can call me. You can send me a telephone editor.
Okay, awesome.
I don't have to run away because I'm always doing something, but I always carry my cell phone with me on it. It's my cell phone. You can call me anytime.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Well, this is my cell phone as well. And again, if you want to save my name, it's Kai. But awesome. I'm going to get to work on this. And then, as soon as I hear back what we can do for an offer, I'll give you a call back.
Okay, no problem. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Jose. Have a great night. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So I'm going to mark that as comps needed. And I'm going to set an appointment to call him tomorrow. Yeah. All right, cool. So just got to talk to one person. All right. Cool. So I'll go through some of these questions as well. If you guys have any more, drop them in the comments. So Dimitri asked, can your CRM export a call list to dial on the phone or through an app? I want to call a new from the road. So you can export a list if you have something else you prefer calling through, but you can actually make calls right through the CRM too. So however you want to do it. Have you tried to call commercial property owners expired listing or listing that's been on market for a long time? Love to see that. I haven't tried doing commercial yet. But yeah, down the road I'll give it a try, see how it goes. And we got Moneymakers Off-Road. So you call DNC numbers too. So I don't know the legalities of what you're supposed to do and what not to do. I do because I'm not selling anything. I don't know the proper way to do it. So I'm taking this legal advice. But yeah, I call the DNC numbers. And because I'm not selling anything and buying anything from what I've read, it looks like it's only if you're selling something, it's an issue. But I don't know. You probably want to look at the laws yourself and see what your comfort level is. But cool. So let's see what else we got. Cool. So I got the new list finished uploading. I'm going to send this couple of these texts out real quick. Add in drip mode. Have it go out. Today's the 9th. We'll have it go out in 2 minutes. Have it do 100. 30 minutes. And today I have to end at 7, so we will probably just have it end at 6:30. So I'm going to do 6:29. So it goes out right now. Cool. So let's get 100 out. Maybe get some more people to talk to you. But cool. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop them. When do you leave your 9-to-5, transition real estate full time? What age? So I don't know if you're asking when I did or when you did or when you should. But for me, I've been an entrepreneur for like 8 years now, since I was like 23. And I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but I got fired from a job and just said, fuck it, and didn't look back. I didn't get into real estate until a couple of years ago. Always wanted to, but I didn't know about wholesaling until a couple of years ago. And then as soon as I found out about it, I just jumped in and slowly stopped doing my other business, which was a marketing agency. But yeah, for you, I mean, it's up to you. If you have the 9-to-5, it's kind of on your comfort level. Yeah, I kind of just jump into things, but I like burning the boat. I feel like you usually figure out a way when you burn the boat. But yeah, you might, if you have a good 9-to-5, it depends how much money you're making. If you're making good money, you can definitely start part-time, a couple hours, 2 to 4 hours a day. At least start making it so you're making money. So that way you're kind of not just jumping in and have to fucking figure it out immediately. Or if you have more money saved up, you might feel more comfortable. But it's really kind of a question for, what makes you feel most comfortable. You said, what age did you make? 23. You think it's too late for me? 23 is actually when I started my first business and decided to work for myself. But it's definitely not too late for you, bro. You got plenty of fucking time. Yeah, it's never too late, bro. All right, cool. So let's see if any of these went out. Cool. So I'll text one through. Guy said, I don't own that property. Please leave me alone. Cool. Yeah, the cool thing about my system is it automatically takes them out. They respond. Then I just don't even mess with them. No. All right, but we got that one. Actually, I got to make sure. Forgot. Moved on a new one. I'm going to put him in my calendar for tomorrow too, so I remember to call him. Did I already do that? No, I forgot. No, I did. Cool. So Moneymakers Off-Road Acid, you recommend just getting a list and start calling? I do. Yeah, I think that's really the best way to learn, man, just to jump in. A lot of people want to, make sure everything's perfect and, It's never going to be perfect, and the best way to learn is just getting punched in the face and making the calls. But I recommend starting if you're gonna pull a list. I like code violations, anything you can get from the county. If you're on YouTube, you should see my last video, or one of my more recent videos about like how I get 1,000 leads for free, which is there's a site I go to where you can literally just go ahead and pull all the lists from the county. And so you can get code violations, a good one. It's one of my favorites. That means there's like something wrong with the property. So usually they're distressed. So I think that's a great list. So yeah, just pull it, skip trace it, and yeah, just start text blasting or start making calls. Oh, cool. Yeah, you get those from county. I just skip trace it, man. Make sure you clean it up because a lot of times they'll have ones that are closed or they're just not relevant. So make sure you check the dates because some counties have them from like 5 years ago. So make sure they're more recent. And then yeah, just get them get them skip traced and start making the calls. All right, let's see if any other people answer. Dude said 500 grand. And let's guess how overpriced he is. And he's double the price. I like it. This house is old as shit. So Chris asked, "What's your end goal for the real estate game?" So I don't know if I really have an end goal, but I have a goal for just I want to be have one of the biggest wholesaling companies. I want to scale. We're currently hiring people. I just want to keep building it. Get to the point where we're doing 30 plus deals a month, and then build my own portfolio. I want to have a bunch of doors. But that's really it, man. I don't really have an end goal. For me, this is the end goal. Just keep doing what I'm doing and getting better and doing more of it. That's cool. Some dude just sent a message on Facebook for a property I signed them. They did the before and after pictures, and they did a dope job. Bathrooms looked old as shit. And I did. Those look fucking great. That we did down in Florida. I feel like that's always the coolest thing to see. And like, even if whether you do the flip yourself or someone else does a flip, they just see it as like super ugly property and they, redo it and just looks badass. It's always fun to see. All right, how many of these fucking texts went out? Yeah, sent 100 of them. Oh, there's somebody calling. Said it was calling. Let's just call it on that. So Chris asked, have you had any failures in the past and your journey you could share? Man, I've had a bunch of failures. I feel like, really that's all the entrepreneurial game is just failures upon failures. And, you have to, you win. I mean, you lose a lot more than you win, and you have to go through those. You got to take those L's. You got to fail until you win. It's how you figure things out. It's all really how you look at it. I mean, I've had thousands of calls that I didn't close. I've had, I don't know. I've had a bunch of slow months, bad quarters. I've had, starting new businesses. It always takes a bit to get it going. But really, I mean, every time, no matter where I was at, every time I like felt like quitting and like I felt like fucking I can't fucking take anymore, and I just kept pushing through. It's always like when a big breakthrough happens. So I like one of my mentors once told me that it's like a roller coaster. What most people don't tell you is it never stops no matter what level you get to. It's just always ups and downs, and you just got to enjoy the ride.
New lead.
Hi, this is Kai.
Hey, Stout, I just missed your call.
Hey, yeah, is this Enrique?
Yes, it's Enrique.
Hey, Enrique. Yeah, I was calling about the property on Coral Sunrise in San Antonio. I was wondering if you consider an offer on that property there.
No, not right now.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate the call back. I don't suppose you have any other properties or land you'd be looking to sell.
I don't.
All right, man. Perfect. Well, hey, yeah, if you ever decide to sell or you want to get an offer on anything, feel free to save this number. It's my cell phone.
That'll work.
All
Thanks.
right, man. You have a good one. Bye. But yeah, man, I think really just reframing your mindset and not looking at it as failures and just looking as like stepping stones. Like, because the biggest failure is just not taking action. That's failing. Failing is just not getting into the game and just letting your doubts and your worries and the what if stop you from ever getting into it. That's a failure. I'd rather fucking lose and get my face pounded in the pavement, than never take action. I like to think of it like I'm an old man sitting on a patio somewhere and I'm broke as fuck, miserable. And then I look back and have all these regrets in my life because I didn't do these things or I was too afraid and just didn't do shit. So, I mean, I'd much rather try and fail than never try at all. I just said, sorry, no voicemail. Please text me. Yeah, and then we do these text campaigns. A lot of them too, we do on drips. So we might not immediately get a response, but a lot of times they'll text back later. And then the system, if they don't respond, it's going to text them later. It's going to text them tomorrow. Then it's going to wait a couple of days and text them another day. And it's going to do voicemail drops in between. I used to do it where I would just send a text blast and just one-off one. And like we do okay, we'd get some here and there. But when I started to do the drip campaign where it would automatically keep going, we get our response rate really like quadrupled. So Christopher said one cool thing is when you build up your wholesaling real estate business, you can sell it to a private equity firm or hedge fund. I appreciate making content for you so I can watch your journey. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I think with any business, you can always have exit strategies. But yeah, man. And he said I appreciate making content for you so I can watch your journey. Man, I appreciate you checking it out. But yeah, again, for any of you guys that weren't on here, next week we are doing an event here downtown San Antonio. If you guys can make it, a badass line of speakers. We got Mr. Hustle come in and talk about subject twos and some creative strategies. A bunch of investor buyers. We have Ashley Herrera, Matthew Teifke, and then we also have Jeff Smith coming. So I'm going to be speaking as well about wholesaling and sharing some of my best strategies. So if you guys can make it, definitely recommend coming. Shoot me a DM if you want to come. I still have some free tickets to give away. So yeah, if you guys want to come, just shoot me a DM. All right, not really getting any more responses. Let's see if I have anybody else I can call. I'm gonna try to call these two people again. I think I have someone here I can follow back up with.
leave your message for.
Cool. Christopher asked, did you grow up rich? What jobs your parents have? So I grew up broke as fuck, man. Yeah, I grew up in group homes, juvenile detention centers. I was on my own by age of 15. Grew up on free lunches, never really having money. My dad is a school teacher, so he's middle class, but I didn't really live with him very much. I kind of moved back and forth a lot between him and my mom. But yeah, my mom just worked a variety of jobs. So food stamps, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I grew up, as an abused kid, went through fucking, everything you could think of. So definitely didn't grow up easy, man. Yeah, I think it's a big misconception that, people who, are doing better or more successful or work for themselves have, grew up rich. I know some of them do, but most of the people I know, grew up, didn't have an easy time coming up. They just why they're hungrier and they just wanted it more. But pretty much all my successful friends, have like similar stories. They all kind of, went through the trenches in their own way. Yeah, not getting many responses here, but here we got another one. Yes, $1 million cash. So I think that's definitely like the most common thing I get. And it's funniest thing that they all think they're so original. They send the same shit every time. So this person called. I don't see it ringing. All right. Well, not really get much response, and I do got another call to hop on at 7, so I'm probably going to wrap it up. But I appreciate all you guys for helping on. Definitely makes it a lot more fun to be sitting here making calls by myself and send texts by myself. So we're going to get back to doing these weekly. So every Wednesday, 6 o'clock, we're going to move them to. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or there's anything I didn't answer, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll go back through and answer them for you. But yeah, I appreciate it. You guys keep crushing it.